Hi dear students, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's topic is very important, that is historical evolution of balance of power. In previous lecture I have introduced or given lecture on the balance of power, methods for maintaining balance of power, and today's topic is historical evolution, how it evolved through the ages. The concept of balance of power is as old as the state itself. It was operating in all ages of the history. The balance of power has evolved from simple military balancing mechanism among neighbors to a multidimensional global phenomena involving economic, technology, ideology, and cybersecurity. It no longer prevents conflicts automatically, but no doubt manages tension in a system where cooperation and confrontation coexist. Below is a clear, chronological, academically grounded explanation of the historical evolution of balance of power. Number 1, classical origin, that is ancient to medieval period, Greek city-states, 5th century BC. 5th century BC. The earliest recognizable form of balance of power emerged in ancient Greece. Athens, Sparta, Corinth, and other tiny states formed alliances and counter-alliances. Delian League versus Peloponnesian League to prevent any single polis or city-state from dominating the others. It states act collectively to restrain hegemonic ambitions. Roman Empire disrupted balance of power logic by establishing unipolar imperial control. The balance of power as a systemic feature disappeared, showing that when a hegemony emerges, balancing collapses. In the 17th century, the 30-year wars that 1680 to 1648 can be analyzed from the point of view of the balance of power. Number 2, the Treaty of Westphalia of 1648 firmly established the nation-state system and clearly determined the general pattern of international relations. Consequently, it started to play greater role. In the 17th century, the Europe was divided into two camps. In early modern Europe, 1648 to 1815 period, the balance of power became a conscious diplomatic doctrine. The Peace of Westphalia ended the 30 Years' War and introduced the sovereign state system. Rival states sought equilibrium to avoid domination by the Habsburgs or any other European dynasty. Britain during 18th century shaped the balance of power deliberately, preventing any continental power from controlling Europe. The practice of shifting alliances developed and states changed changed patterns not due to ideology but to preserve equilibrium in the world. Number 3. Concert of Europe. Institutionalization of balance. Congress of Vienna 1815 to 1914. After Napoleon's defeat, European great powers UK, Russia, Austria, Prussia, and later France established the Concert of Europe, the first multilateral attempt to manage balance through regular consultation, not through confrontation. The system maintained peace for almost a century by recognizing great powers' sphere of influence, opposing unilateral expansion, and intervening collectively against revolutions that disrupted balance. The rise of nationalism and Germany's unification in 1871 upset equilibrium. Industrial and imperial power shifts 1871 to 1914. Germany's rapid rise under Bismarck created a continental imbalance. Alliance turned into rigid blocs. Triple alliance of Germany, Austrian-Hungarian Empire, Italy against Triple Entente, Britain, France, and Russia. This rigidity converted balance of power into a mechanical and militarized system, ultimately leading to World War I. Triple Entente proved powers England, France, and Russia versus Triple Alliances 1882 powers Germany, Austria, Hungary and Italy. When the balance of power in Balkan areas was disturbed in 1914, it led to the First World War. During the interwar years 1919 to 39, formation of alliances and counter-alliances in the name of balance of power led to Second World War. Number 5. Interwar failure and World War II, 1919 to 1945. The Treaty of Versailles weakened Germany but did not eliminate grievances. The League of Nations, lacking enforcement, failed to balance aggression by Hitler, Italy and Japan. The balance tilted against towards war, proving that balance without credible deterrence collapses. Number 6. Cold War, bipolar balance of power, 1945 to 1991. The post-World War II system became bipolar. USA, capitalist bloc, or NATO countries against USSR, communist bloc, or Warsaw Pact. Unlike multipolar Europe, the Cold War balance was ideological, nuclear, and global. Mutually assured destruction are the famous term in international relations created a stable deterrent structure, not cooperation but confrontation without total war. This was the most stable form of balance in modern history due to clear poles and predictable behavior. The balance of power disturbed during the inclement Cold War era between USA and USSR in the entire world, 1945 to 1990. The worst destruction was witnessed in Korean Peninsula, Vietnam, or Southeast Asia, Middle East, and in South American wars. USSR invaded and occupied Afghanistan in an attempt to create balance of power in Middle East, South Asia, and Indian Ocean. The United States of America and its allies tried with the help of Muslim countries to maintain balance of power and waged a destructive war. The United States disturbed the balance of power during the war of terrorism in Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, and many African countries. Israel, with the open help of United States, disturbed the balance of power in Middle East by attacking Gaza and Iran. Number 7. Post-Cold War unipolarity, 1991 to 2008. The Soviet collapse left the United States as the sole superpower in the international arena. Political analysts argued that balance of power had ended as no comparable rival existed, but unipolarity bred latent balancing through economic rise of China, strategic resurgence of Russia, and regional powers asserting autonomy, that is, European Union, India, Turkey. Number 8. Contemporary era towards a complex non-Westphalian balance of power, 2008 to present. The modern system is no longer classical balancing. It is asymmetric, military versus economic versus technological power. Networked alliances are flexible, issue-based, not ideological, regionalized, Indo-Pacific, Eurasia, Middle East, each with many balances. India tried to disturb the balance of power in South Asia by attacking Pakistan in 2025. The world is drifting into a multiplex balance involving United States hegemonic defense, China's not ideological but civilizational economic revisionism, Russia's regional military disruptor, and European Union, India, Japan, Gulf states, strategic hedgers. This is the era where the theory of cooperation and confrontation applies. Global actors confront strategically but cooperate economically and technologically. The international players avoid waging the war. Currently, international institutions maintain the balance of power. No doubt, it is still dominated by powerful states, yet global institutions have been able to maintain balance of power and successfully averted full-scale war between superpowers and regional powers. It has assumed the status of balancer. Wish you good luck. Take care of yourself. Please share with your friends.